All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the DFS experience for week 2 of our NFL season. Now, I got a few things to unpack, so hang tight. So this is what we're going to do. Instead of making this a first look video, I'm in a great mood right now. We're going to make this a lineup builder video. So that means that I'm going to be helping you guys out, especially if you're new to NFL DFS. I'm going to be helping you guys out. What I'm going to need in return, I'm going to need at least 30 likes on this video, but we'll get to that later on. So this is going to be a lineup builder. If you guys hit me with the 30 likes, next week will be a lineup builder also. So that's what we're going to be doing from now on. I know it's a lot of quarterbacks, a lot of players to pick from, a lot of running backs, a lot of wide receivers. Can get a little bit overwhelming. I understand that. So I'm going to try to slow it down, narrow down the picks so that, players that are new to this, they have a little bit of a better grasp on what they're doing. That's because, I am the man of the people. So I want to help everybody out. So that's what we're going to try to do. All right. I think that's all we need to talk about. We can start the video. This video is going to be brought to you by our friends over at Thrive Fantasy, the player prop website where you can play against the house or play against other players in contest format. We got my homeboy on the screen, over under 295.5 total yards. If you choose over, you get 95 points. If you choose under, you get 105 points. You got Jamar Chase, over under 80.5 total receiving yards. If you choose over, you get 100 points. If you choose under, you get 100 points also. If you use my promo code DFS Chopper, you do get a deposit match up to 250, or you can use the link that's in my description. So we're gonna go to DraftKings. We're probably gonna build one lineup. We're gonna build one good lineup. We're gonna go over a little bit of my player pool so that you guys know what my player pool is looking like. Like I said, it can be overwhelming, especially the first couple weeks of NFL. You got my homeboy Patrick Mahomes going up against Jacksonville, coming off of a loss. You already know what that means. You got to fire him up. You got to find a way to shove Mahomes in some of your lineups. Josh Allen, another one coming off of a bitter loss against the Jets. He's going to be looking to dominate. You got to fire those two up. Lamar Jackson, always a great play, 7,700. You could run him naked, meaning you could run him without his receivers. Justin Fields, you could run him without his receivers. If you're newer to NFL DFS and you want to know why you could run him naked, because he's a running quarterback that could get running touchdowns. Herbert's always in play no matter the matchup. Going up against Tennessee, you're going to want to pair him with one of his pass catchers. Burrow, same thing. You already know that. Trevor Lawrence, my guy. You're going to want to pair him up with Ridley or what's the other guy? I can't think. You're going to want to pair him up with Ridley and or Kirk or Zay Jones. One of those three. I'm not gonna jump out the window with anybody else. Or you could pair him with ETN if you like. But I prefer Ridley or one of the other wide receivers, Jones or Kirk. All right. Prescott, listen, I'm be honest with you. Anytime I've ever played Dak Prescott, I've never won any money. This guy's always failed me. I'm not fucking with that Prescott. Not only am I not fucking with Prescott, the Jets defense is real. It's been real. So good luck with that. I could play well, we get to that when we get to wide receivers, but I'm not playing Prescott. Sorry. Richardson against Houston. You can always play Richardson at 6,300 if he's healthy. And you can play him naked. 24. So he attempted 37 passes, which is always good. 223 yards. 40 rushing yards, one rushing touchdown. 21.92 fantasy points at $5,600 is always great. So Anthony Richardson is always going to be in the player pool. Goff going up against Seattle. Listen, that's a matchup you're looking for. The over-under on that is, let me see. I'm sorry, the game total on that is 47 and a half. 47 and a half. Yeah, I like Goff, and I would absolutely stack Detroit, and I would absolutely stack Seattle going back the other way, or either or. I would stack Seattle and bring back Detroit. These games with the high totals, you wanna do your double stacks, and you wanna have players going back the other way. So you want to stack the game. So when there's a shootout, you're getting all those points. That's what you're looking to do. Daniel Jones is always he's okay. He's an okay play. Geno Smith, just finished speaking about him, stacking him with Lockett or Metcalf, and then bringing it back with St. Brown. You could do, or you can do Goff with St. Brown and I can't think. Fuck Detroit. If you're gonna play Goff, Reynolds, you could stack him with Brown, Reynolds, Marvin Jones, or I wouldn't do Montgomery. I wouldn't do Gibbs. I would do the pass catchers. I wouldn't do the running backs right now. Gibbs had how many? He had 2 targets. So yeah, I'll stick to the wide receivers if you're playing Goff. I mean, you never know, but these first couple weeks of NFL, you want to stick to what you know. You don't want to jump out the window trying to be cute, because when Sunday night comes and you've won no money, you're gonna be tight. So spoke about Geno, Russell Wilson. I don't think I need Purdy. Purdy's going to be popular because of what he did. You can fire him up. Stafford's going to be popular. Jordan Love's going to be popular. Howell's going to be popular. I think I'm going to cut it off right there because, like I said, I'm not playing 40 lineups, and I'm trying to keep my player pool nice and tight. I'm not going to get to all these players. And if you're a newer player, then you want to keep your player pool nice and tight also. So that's going to be my that's going to be my quarterbacks. As far as running backs go, you got McCaffrey. McCaffrey's always going to be. He's always going to project extremely well. He's always going to be popular, and you can always play him by himself without his receiver. I mean, without his quarterback. Eckler. If Eckler's healthy, you could play him. You could play him with his quarterback, or you could play him without his quarterback, because that's Eckler. You know, he's always going to get his fair share of targets and carries. So Eckler's always a good play. Barkley, I don't know if I need Barkley. I don't know if I need Barkley this week. It's not a bad play, but there's a lot of other plays that stand out. 12 attempts. He got 4 targets. Not bad, but at his price tag, there's a lot of other better plays. Robinson, 7,900 looks good. Pollard always looks good. They are going up against the Jets, so I wouldn't be messing with a lot of Pollard, but Pollard's absolutely in play. He's a game breaker. Derrick Henry, 7,400. You can fire him up. Josh Jacobs, 7,100 is in play. Etienne is in play. Aaron Jones is in play if he's healthy. Mixon, Gibbs, Connor. You want to take a shot on Connor? Connor, 14 attempts, 5 targets. Connor's in play. Connor's in play at 6,200. Mr. Cook for Buffalo, 12 attempts, 6 targets. The targets are nice. The attempts, I mean, it is Buffalo. I don't know if I need Cook. on this slate. Not a bad play, not the worst play in the world, but I don't know if I need him. Dalvin Cook, not sure if I need him also. I think I'm gonna want to see what's going on with Brees Hall first. Cause this guy was supposed to be taking it easy. He ended up breaking the slate, 10 attempts. He did have that one big that 83-yard run though, so I guess he was taking it easy until then. But I want to see what's going on with Brees Hall before I fire up Dalvin Cook. So I'm gonna pay attention to that. David Montgomery's in play. Walker's in play. I do like Walker in a Seattle stat. Or I wouldn't mind him bringing him back in the Detroit stat. No problem. 12 attempts, 5 targets. Absolutely in play. I think Walker was an optimal too. Even though he only had 10 fantasy points, he still was an optimal. Pacheco's fine. Akers is fine. Pierce. Javonte, 13 attempts, 6 targets. That's what I like to see. You want to pair him with Purdy? Fine, no problem. Algier, I think he was an optimal also. Algier, 15 attempts, 3 targets, $5,400. You can fire him up. You can absolutely fire him up. Rashad White, 17 attempts, 2 targets. 17 attempts, 2 targets, $5,500. You can fire him up because of his price point. Let's see. Do I need anyone down here in the 5Ks? Let me see. Hold on. Let me just check something real quick. Hang tight. Hang tight. Brian Robinson Jr. You can take a shot on. Zach Moss projects fine for Indianapolis. I think I'm gonna stop right there. To be honest with you, I think I'm gonna stop right there. I don't really need anybody. We have enough guys in the player pool that we don't really need to go. We don't need to go dumpster diving. And not to say that these are bad plays, but we have a lot of good plays in every price range, in most price ranges that we don't need to go. Going that low. As far as wide receivers go, okay, we got the obvious: Diggs, Chase, St. Brown. I like St. Brown because of that shootout potential. Chase, coming off of a loss, I like 9 targets, 39 yards, 9 fantasy points. Yeah, I definitely like a bounce back for Chase. CD Lamb. So CD Lamb, I could play CD Lamb probably without Prescott, but I don't know if I want to fool around with the Jets, to be honest with you. They got a chip on their shoulders. I think I might just stay away from Dallas, to be honest with you. That's just me. That's right now. Maybe closer to Sunday I might change my mind, but right now I'm not with it. Devontae Adams, 9 targets, 66 yards, 12 fantasy points. Very unlike him. I like for him to have a bounce back game. Garrett Wilson in play. Calvin Ridley. Now, Garrett Wilson, you could absolutely play by himself without Zach Wilson if you like. If you want to play Zach Wilson, I guess if you're playing a lot of lineups, you want to be cute. Zach Wilson is not the worst play in the world, but if you want to play the Wilson brothers, go on ahead. Ridley, we're going to be trying to pair him with Lawrence. Keenan Allen, you're going to absolutely be pairing him with his quarterback. Metcalf, same thing. Hopkins had 13 targets. That's what you're looking for. 13 fantasy points. Fire up Hopkins. Judy, we got to pay attention to the Denver receivers. Higgins, you want to take a shot on Higgins, 6,400. You're gonna want to pair him with Burrow. 8 targets, no catches. That stat line looks a little weird. I would have to rewatch that game. I would have to watch that game and see why he has zero receptions, but he's fine for now. Pittman's in play. Evans is in play. Lockett, I like him in his stat. Godwin is fine. Gabe Davis. I was high on Gabe Davis before the game one. 4 targets. I don't like 4 targets. But if you're playing a lot of lines, you could throw him in one. Ayuk is going to be absolutely, he's going to be very popular, 5,800. Going to be very popular. If you're playing like single entry or something like that, you could take a shot on him. 8 targets. He caught all his balls. Pause. So, you're not expecting him to do that again. Catch every ball thrown to him, but he caught every ball thrown to him. He had 2 touchdowns and 129 yards. He's not going to have 35.9 fantasy points the next game, but he's still a good play. But he's still going to be overall. Mike Williams, McLaurin, Samuel all in play. Moore, Lazard against Dallas. Tough. But he's in play. I don't know. I might stay away from that. You're looking for Zach Wilson to be sensational. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Sutton, you want to pay attention to Jerry Jeudy news. Mayers. 10 targets. He caught 9 balls, 2 touchdowns. If he plays. Probably won't play because he's in the concussion protocol, but if he plays, if he's healthy, could take a shot. I'm probably never playing Drake London again. Flowers, you could take a shot. You might want to pair him with his quarterback. Nakua from the Rams. 15 fucking targets. What else I gotta say? 15 targets. Let's just see something real quick. Atwell, Nakua. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You're going right back to those 2. Let's see. Let me just check something. Let me check my value. Zay Jones, 4,700. Let me see. Rashee Rice. Are we gonna go back to? Is anyone going to Rashee Rice? $3,800. Rashee Rice. If you're playing a lot of lineups, 5 targets, 3 receptions, 1 touchdown, 11 fantasy points. I don't know. $3,800. If you're playing him in the Mahomes lineup, fine. Samuel, you could take a shot. Rondé Moore, 3 targets. 3 targets. I don't like 3 targets. I really don't like 3 targets. Valdez Scantling, you could take a shot. Woods, you could take a shot. And Dobbs, you could take a shot. Dotson, you could take a shot. And Nico Collins, 11 targets. That's what I like to see. So that's going to wrap up the wide receivers. Like I said, we have a lot of wide receivers to choose from, and we don't have to get cute with wide receivers because we know who's going to do what. as long as they're on the field. Tight ends, Kelsey, we want him to play so we can stack him with Mahomes. You can play him with Mahomes or play him by himself, but probably makes more sense to play him with Mahomes. Andrew, same thing. Play him by himself. Play him with Lamar, Waller. Could play him with Jones, Kittle, Purdy, Ingram. Same thing. You kind of want to stack your tight ends with their quarterbacks. Higbee, Komet, Pitts. All these guys are in play. Everett's in play. Laporta's in play, especially in this game stat. Ertz is in play. Conklin, I could go back to Conklin with Zach Wilson. I see him getting into trouble and dumping it off to Conklin. So I like Conklin on this slate. Kincaid's absolutely in play. 4 targets. You expect him to get into the end zone sooner rather than later. Kincaid had 4 targets. Knox had 4 targets. I still like Kincaid a little bit better than Knox, but I wouldn't play both of them. Likely was popular. Irv Smith. Logan had 8 targets. That's what you like to see. Troutman, Parham, Hooper. Hold on, let me see something. What do I have Hooper projected for? Hooper doesn't project that great for me. $2,800, 1 target. No, thank you. We have enough tight ends here that we don't really need to get cute. So we have Okonkwo from Tennessee. 2 targets, and I have him projected fairly well still, so I could give him another shot, no problem. You get one more shot, Okonkwo. All right, so the tight ends, that's pretty much it. I don't really go too crazy with tight ends. I keep that player pool nice and tight, but there's a handful of tight ends that you can mix and match and stack with their quarterbacks and utilize in game stacks, especially the high scoring games or the high total games. Defenses, Cowboys look great. 49ers project well. Texans project well. Hold on one second. Okay. You really don't know what a defense is gonna do, but I do like Dallas. I don't think that the Jets are gonna be putting up a lot of. I don't think they're gonna be putting up a lot of touchdowns, and I think Wilson's gonna give them a lot of sacks and a lot of interceptions. So I like the Cowboys. If I could get to the Cowboys, I'll play a lot of Cowboys. I like the Jets defense. And for a cheap defense, you could probably go Arizona, because I don't know what the hell the Giants were doing in their first game. So I'm definitely gonna be targeting them. So let's go ahead and build this quick lineup, and then let's go to FanDuel. Let's do a all right, let's do this. Let's do Goff. Let's pair him with St. Brown. Let's bring it back with I never get well, I do, but I always sometimes get these wrong. Picking Metcalf or Lockett. Let's do Lockett because he's cheaper. And then let's do 5 targets. Let's do Laporta for now. Let's do Laporta, and then we're gonna do let's do a running back. Um, hold on, let me see something. Robinson against. Let's do this. Can we afford that? Bijan Robinson. You know what? Let's do this. I got something better. Let's do this. So we'll do Goff. We'll do St. Brown. We'll do Laporta. And then we'll bring it back with Lockett and Walker. That's what we'll do. That way we can save a couple dollars. Yeah, so this is going to be our DraftKings lineup so far. I don't know if I necessarily need to do a double stack going back against Detroit, but for now, Walker's fine. I don't have no problem with it. So let's go to FanDuel. Before we go to FanDuel, if you're new here, welcome. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you guys being here. If you're not subscribed, please subscribe. Hit the bell, thumbs up, all that good stuff. If you're struggling to cash with NFL or you're not sure what you're doing, I can help you. I can send you my finalized optimal lineups right before you know the game starts. Just check out the Patreon link in the description. So we know what the player pool looks like. We're just gonna build a lineup for FanDuel, and then we're gonna get out of here. That's what we're gonna do. If you guys want me to continue building lineups, just make sure that we all like the video. I'm looking for like 30 likes on this video. So we're gonna make a different lineup for FanDuel. We're gonna have to probably go back to Trevor Lawrence because I really like this game. I really like this game. So let's do Lawrence. I'm going back to Ridley. Actually, we don't really need to go to Ridley. The Leafs been put on notice that Ridley is back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to Kirk. That's what we're gonna do. We could do Kirk or Jones. Let me see something. I want to do. Let's do Jones. I'm gonna do Jones. So we're gonna do Zay Jones. Save a couple dollars. We got Lawrence. We got his receiver. We're going up against Kansas City. So I hope he plays. Let's see what it says. Even though you can't use FanDuel information as far as something set in stone, but just so I have an idea. Limited in practice. Thursday. Okay, whatever. We'll take a shot. We'll throw him in the lineup. If he doesn't play, we'll swap him out. No problem. So we're going Lawrence. We're going Zay Jones. We're bringing it back with Kelsey, 6,300. We could actually do a double stack with Lawrence with Ridley, but that's going to be very expensive. Shit. You see something. It's going to be very expensive. Really, it's 83. Lawrence. That means you will have to pay down at running back. Let's get a running back in here. ETN is expensive too. Let's do this. Is this what we want to do? All right, let's do this. Because there's still a lot of value on week 2. Let's just throw Ridley in there. Let's not overcomplicate this. Let's throw Ridley in there. So you got Lawrence, you got Ridley and Jones. You're bringing it back with Kelsey. And you know what? Just because I'm in a great mood, I'll give you guys one running back. That's not too expensive. Let me just check. Hold on 1 second. Uno momento. Charlotte White 6,200. All right, let's go to White. Let's go to White for right now. Now, obviously, this is Wednesday, right? Things will change. Right now, these guys look amazing. As we get more news going towards Sunday, we'll absolutely adjust our lineups. So just know that nothing here is set in stone. But this is what I would like to do. I would like to stack this Kansas City game. I would like to stack that Seattle game, and then you got to find value around it. That's what I'm trying to do for this slate. So we're gonna go Lawrence with Zay Jones and Ridley. We're gonna bring it back with Kelsey, and then we're gonna play Rachaad White at 6,200 to give us a little bit of salary relief, and then we just plug in the rest of the holes. If you can build lineups on your own, like most of you guys do, great. Good luck. If you're struggling to build lineups, like I said, I got you. Check out the Patreon link in the description. I'm going to go on and get out of here. Appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this video. Make sure if you want me to continue building lineups, make sure you guys like the video. Because that's how you guys speak to me to let me know what you guys want. And I think that's about it. I'm going to go on and get out of here. I know NFL could be overwhelming, so I'm trying to make this a little bit easier to grasp for the newer players. Any comments, any questions, you could throw it in the chat. And that's it. I appreciate you guys. And there will be a final look video on Saturday with all the updated information. Maybe we build another lineup, maybe not, but there'll be another video out on Saturday. So listen, appreciate you guys being here. I'll have another video up soon, and I'll talk to you guys later. Ciao.